Hey folks, welcome back to Jerome Bee Farming Homestead. It is July 1st, Friday, July 1st, 2022. So we made it to July. So we're midsummer, we're almost to honey harvest. I'm considering harvesting honey this 4th of July weekend while I've got the 3-day weekend. I need to check my supers and see how progressed they are in capping them off. So I'm thinking they might be good, so we'll just have to get in there and see. But today we're going to be doing 3 things, maybe 4. So I need to follow up on Hive 20. Hive 20 was a hive that swarmed first part of June, and I missed it and it got away from me. I never found them, but I got in there, found the swarm cells, and they some queens emerged, some virgin queens. I saw one of them, and I checked later and I never saw any evidence of a queen in there again. So I brought over a frame of eggs and put in about mid-June, and they didn't pull down any emergency cells. So apparently they were queen right in mid-June, and I never have gone back in there to make sure that's queen right. So I'm going to check 20 for queen right, and also I need to get over and check the 2 queenless splits from the Beast Hive. So there are 32 and 33 down there on the end, and I haven't been in them. I haven't looked at them. I've been out of town. So I got back last night, so I've been itching to get in there and take a peek and make sure they pulled down some emergency cells to make a queen. Because I'm concerned with the brood frames that I had in there that I thought had eggs. I didn't see a whole lot of eggs, so I'm concerned if they've got a good eggs to pull down an emergency queen cell with. So we'll see. And if I do find plenty of queen cells, and Hive 30 is a nuke I've been nursing along, and it's a double decker now, and I never have found a queen in there, but it's a strong little nuke. So I need to check in there, and if there's no queen in there tonight, and I have a lot of queen cells from these 2 queenless splits over here, I might cut out a queen cell or transplant a frame. I don't know, see what we find, and put into that nuke and give them one more chance. Let's get going. Okay, this is Hive 20 here on the end. Everything looks good on the front. So it's you know, in the evening I'm over here in the shade now, so I don't come down here when it's 95 and this area is in the sun. Even with this flexi-freeze vest on, that is just too much in the direct sun and that heat. So, with something I just noticed. I'm lifting this lid to crack it open, and I picked up the whole hive. So there's no weight in here at all. It's very light, which means there's not much food in here. And my smoker fuel's drying out, so I've got some good smoke tonight. That's a good thing. Don't see a queen up there on the top. It's not very strong, I can tell. There's population here and it gets really weak out towards the edges. So I had this hive reduced down, I believe, to a single, and I had some deeps with some drawn comb on them, and I had to get them protected. So this is probably one that I opted to just drop a box on it, and looks like it wasn't strong enough. The queen's not laying enough, or it was just too late for them to populate it very well. So we're going to look up here for a laying queen signs. If we see signs, we're going to move on. Not going to go on a big queen search. So these frames are empty, there's nothing in them. Little nectar right there, not much. So seeing some nectar, they aren't starving out, and this hive is acting like it's going to turn rank on me. So have some smoke on me. A little pollen, little nectar there, so maybe we will get into a laying queen over here. I think I see some brood on this next frame. I do. So we've got capped brood here and larvae out to the edges. So you see the lighter colored larva in there. So she started laying in here, so this is the oldest and this is the youngest towards this direction. And there's probably some eggs out there. And I probably ran that queen off when I cranked the smoke in there. You know, they were getting a little pissy, so I thought they were going to be queenless. So I went ahead and hit them with that smoke. I'll take a peek at one more frame and we'll move on. Yeah, look at that. There's a nice brood pattern there. We got us a nice queen in here. I can't resist. I'm gonna go one more and that's it, I promise. In case I see that queen, I'll try to get her marked. And she's laid on this as well quite a bit. There's quite a few larvae out here. So she's doing well. But yeah, you smoke a queen like that and they're gone. This next frame, I could see down in there, it's empty. There's nothing, absolutely nothing on it. So they have moved up to the top box. We'll have to keep an eye on this one going into the fall. We may have to put a top feeder on this and load them up with some sugar syrup to give them enough volume of food in there to get them through winter. We still have the fall flow though, so if we have us a good fall flow, they could fill that up with some good goldenrod honey. With all the rain we've had, maybe the goldenrod will be a good crop this year. Okay, let's move on down the line. First one I want to look at is one of these new splits. So these are the two splits right here, 32 and 33. So we did have some nukes over here, but right now those nukes didn't make it. So right now we're gonna get into these and see what they look like. That's odd, that brick was standing straight up. We may have had some wind. So this was from the really strong hive, the Beast Hive number 16. I'm gonna see if I can do without smoking them. Got that spider. Now the population is not what I'd like to see. So we had quite a few hives return to the home hive. And the home hive, I put another deep on it to replace the one I took. Two of the ones I saw. It was 3 deeps, and I did a 3-way split and left it with 2 deeps. And quite a few empty frames. So that's a solid honey frame there. Yeah, I'm not happy with the number of bees I see in here. So this is a food frame. So as we get down in here, we'll see those brood frames. Each one had, I think, 2 nectar and honey. There's a little bit of brood here. Oh, what happened? So there's a queen cell pulled down right here with the queen in it, and it looks like it's chewed off on the side or it busted off. But I don't see where it was connected on this other frame. Maybe it was. Yes, it was. It was connected right there. So they did pull some queens. Hopefully there's more. It was connected right there with a little bridge, and it destroyed that queen cell when I pulled this up. That's a bummer. So there's, see the queen cell there with the queen larva in it. So there's our queen. She will not survive. So we've got more on this side, it's okay. So there's one, and there's one. There's one here that didn't look like it's not closed off yet. It's not fully developed. So here's our 2 more queen cells. And there's one. See that one? You can see the queen in there. But she, I don't know what they're doing. They haven't capped it off. Well, that's good news. I just wish there were more bees in here. They're in danger of being overrun by small hive beetles. Here's a brood frame. Got us a queen cell pulled right here. It's kind of tiny though. None on that one. And this next frame is honey. So probably what I ought to do is reduce this to a nuke and take some of those honey frames. Oh good, here's some more queen cells. They're not, well, one's capped and there's some on this side. So I could put this whole frame in my nuke over here that I'm concerned about that's queenless. So that one there that says 20 on it, I can grab that. I can reduce this to a 5 frame. See what the next one looks like. I can shake these bees down and I can swap these frames out maybe with some of those empties that are over there on Hive 20 that I just looked at. They didn't pull anything on that one. There's one right there. Little one. If you got enough queen cells and you got these little dinky ones, it's best to just take them out because it's not going to be a real hardy, good queen with good size to her. I learned that from Mr. Ed. And we're getting back into the food frames here. So these are all going to be honey. Okay. So that's frame 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Frame 6. We got extra cells we could use there. Let's see what the other looks like. There's just not enough bees for the real estate in here. I'm real nervous about that. They're not covering the frames. You know, a small hive beetle larva could get started in here, take over and just run them out. Because they're going to have a brood break here and there's not enough population to help them out. Protect it. Let's get over to 33. So I ordered me some new lids, a couple bottom boards, and 5 more supers. And I got them from a new company I've never used before. And one of my subscribers and frequent commenters, really good guy, beekeeper Dave Rowden in Arkansas, told me about this company. And instead of using Man Lake, and it was quite a lot cheaper. So I'm going to do an unboxing when that comes in, and I'll tell you all about the company and all that, and show you what they got. So this hive here is even weaker than that one. These were chocked with bees when I brought them over. You can go check that video out. It'll be in the beekeeping playlist called Splitting the Beast Hive or something like that. This is all honey out here because that hive made so much honey. Little bit of brood here. No wait, that's all pollen. I thought I saw some brood. No, there is. There's a few little spotty little cells. Same on this side, and there's another queen cell. There's nothing in it though. It got tore open. It's white down in there, but there's no queen in there. So we got us some on this next frame. I can see them already. I see one anyway. Right here. It sure looks strange. There's like yellow stuff on it. And none on this side. Actually, I think that's 2 queen cells together. But look how it's kind of yellow there. I've never seen one like that. What do y'all, have y'all seen that? You think those are any good? And looks to me like that's it, because this next frame has got honey all over it. I'm going to be very careful. Looks like they pulled another one right here at the top. Right there, I didn't see. Let's see, I got one nuke box here. I need to go get another one. I need to reduce both of these. This is all honey and pollen. No need to even go that direction. So let's go do a queen search in our nuke number 30 over there. Okay, there's nuke 30. Still quite a few bees down on the front, even though I added that top 5 frames to them. It would be super cool if this is queen right. I just don't think it is though. So I pulled up the middle frame from the bottom and put in the middle up here to kind of draw them up. Looks to me like not a lot of bees are taken to this top box. Well, and I put some blank frames in there too. That's part of the reason. And we're coming into our dearth now, so they're not going to have the nectar resource they need to draw that out. So I could put a feeder on it, maybe help them out. Empty, empty. So here's the frame I brought up. It just had nectar and pollen. So there's virtually nothing on these frames here, when they could be working on that. There's just not enough nectar coming in to help them out. So I could put the 3rd box on here and feed them internally. This time of year, when you have your dearth, when there's no nectar coming in, that's when your robbing is big time. And I really don't like putting out feeders anywhere when I've got honey supers on the hives, because if they did get in here and decide to rob this and found out a way to get in, I'd be collecting sugar water for my honey, and that's not good. All right, let's pop this top. So I said I didn't like these, and I watched a Cayman Reynolds video this week, and he doesn't use them like this, like I do. He goes in like here on the end of the frame, and that seemed to work better. So I've been trying that. Yeah, that does work a lot better. But the thing is, you have a narrow curved part of your tool here, and I like them to be a little wider for when I'm popping the frames free, but you can still pop them like that. So, because I was kind of bad mouthing that tool, I didn't care for it that much. Again, we got bees piled in here. Not as bad, but it's hard to find a queen. So Bob Benny separates frames like this, and that works good too. Tell you what, I'm going to shake these bees off because I'm probably going to take this frame out. Empty queen cup, nothing to get excited about. This is mainly a food frame here. See how these bees just gather up? It's hard to, so I thought adding that other box would help with that. But you wouldn't expect to find a queen over here on the outside frame that's all full of honey and nectar. I am declaring this hive queenless. I'm gonna go get that frame number 6 from that split on 33, 32. I can't keep them straight. I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna start here farther in so I can get right to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got the 20 on it. And I want the bees off of that. I don't want to shake it because of those queen cells. Majority of them are off. Okay. I'll give them this one back. Actually, they don't need one back because I'm gonna reduce this. Okay, here's our frame right in the middle. And I'm not going to put that right up against it. I'm going to leave a little space so make sure I'm not touching those cells. I just want enough space to get this 5th frame in there. Okay, so that's it for this video. I could shoot reducing these down, but that's going to make it far too long of a video, and you get the gist. I'm going to reduce those to some 5-frame nukes is my plan. So 20 is queen right. This one we used a resource from one of the Beast Hive frames where they had multiple queen cells that was extra, and the last split I only had 2 cells and they look kind of weird to me, so we'll just kind of see how that goes. When I'm reducing them down, I might take another one of those frames from this one here and put it in the one that doesn't look too good, so with the queen cells that looked weird. So if I've got enough, I was thinking I had 3 frames in there with queen cells. I have to go back and see. But anyway, that's it. Man, we're like 120 away, I think, from 10,000. It's closing in. So give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and help me out get to that 10,000 milestone, and we'll catch you on the next beekeeping video. Y'all take care.